Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Inshallah, today I'm going to be talking to you about what many of my clients ask me in regards to the drive test. They go, oh, it's actually before the drive test, about the rules when I'm teaching them the rules. And I'm sure many of the instructors will be going through the same thing, okay? They ask, we tell them, okay, this is the way we turn, this is the way we do things, and these are the rules. Now, the rules are the regulations that are set by the government, at different times. And when there's new rules, there's always amendments, okay? And then there's so many rules, there's so many ways of doing things, how to turn, how to look, where to look, who to give way, and especially concerning how to drive properly, the roadcraft. And they find it really difficult in the beginning. But once you tell them that, we do that normally everyday life as well. Wherever you go, there's, policies and there's rules, there's procedures how we do things. It's just that when you start driving, it's something new, something that you haven't done before. So you find that very daunting. Oh my God, there's so many things to do. Why? Okay, now, whatever you follow, whatever way of life you follow, the Greens or the people who are vegan, whatever religion you follow, like the Muslims or the Christians and Jews, there's a sort of criteria that you are taught from when you were born. And over time, you just become so accustomed to it. It becomes a part of your second nature. It's part of your habit, the things that you do without even thinking about it. So driving is a different thing that you need to, get yourself to learn. You accustom your the way you look at things, everything you sort of have to teach yourself something different. So it's not hard. So many people have done it. There will be so many people who will continue to do it. But you just have to learn. You have to, the head checks that we do, or the salam that you do, or we keep on checking the mirrors. You learn that step by step, and it's really important to understand. It's not something very, very difficult. It's something that you just need to do correct practice, meaningful practice, and then it will come part of your nature. You won't even need to think about it. So, I'm a Muslim. I learned to read the Quran when I was younger in Pakistan, and when I came to Australia, I, alhamdulillah, had the tawfiq, had the circumstances to learn again and learn a little bit of, fix up my tajweed properly and makharij as well. I'm still working on it, but inshallah, we'll get there. Now, as Muslims, we know when we're young, we read the Iqra sets or the Nurani Qaida, or however you have been told, like the alphabet of ABC. The Arabic, the Quran set, the ABCs. And then from slowly, when we start reading the alphabet, after that we are introduced to different rules, and then slowly we start reading, one word, putting the word together, then putting few words together. First of all, number one, you put the one word together, then the two words together, and then the three, and then we go to the sentences, then we rule the stopping rules. In the same way, we need to understand that it's driving is something that is really, really important. We need to do it, and we need to understand how to do it properly. Coming to our Iqra, so when we reading the Quran, we were not expected from day one to read the Quran. When we were young, when we were babies, our moms, when they were putting us to sleep, they would read all those lullabies, La ilaha illallah, Allahu, Allahu, just to get, we start reciting before we actually get to read, and all those, the kalima, Surah Fatiha, all the things that we normally, everybody, inshallah, all the young moms nowadays do the same thing. The du'as for sleeping and eating, bismillah, alhamdulillah. We learn to say these things before we actually get to read. So understand to read. So when we start reading, if you open up any Quran, most of the Qurans will give you the rules as well. And look, there's so many rules, how to start reading. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. And if you can see, there's so many rules, the makharij rules, the tajweed rules, there's so many rules. But all the rules we learn when we're doing the Iqra sets or the Nurani Qaida, there's so many ways of saying the same thing. And then at the end, there's so many rules, but we learn them, all of them. And then there's a part where it also tells you, there's the sun letters, there's the moon letters, and then I want to get to this page, okay, where it's just the stopping rules, where it's a compulsory stop. The mim lazim, that's a compulsory stop. If you look at your road rules, the stop sign is a compulsory stop. And that's what I teach my students in class as well. Those who are Muslim, it's a stop. Yani mim lazim. It's a mim lazim stop. You stop with, even when you have the ability to read straight, you are meant to stop because it says stop. Really, really important to understand that. Or there's something called the sakta stop. Yeah, sakta stop, we stop abruptly. But mim lazim, we stop nice with a nice waqaf. You know, stop nicely. But everything, there's so many rules where you can stop, where you should stop, where you should not stop at all. So these are things, when we start reading the Quran, you know, it just makes it easy. It just beautifies the Quran part. And then our recitation becomes beautiful. The thing is, we need to understand the Quran is the rules, the regulations, and then we have the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. Sunnah explains, you know, the Prophet ﷺ lived his life according to the Quran. And more or less, Aisha radiallahu anha, the wife of the Prophet ﷺ, more or less had said that the Prophet ﷺ was the walking Quran. Yeah, so he was our interpretation to the Quran. So coming to our driving, the regulations are there. No one's going to open up the book and check what the regulations are, but the regulations are there. The instructors are your, I guess they're the interpreters of the rules. They are your guides. Like the Prophet ﷺ was sent to us as a guide to the humankind. Yeah, to show us the way, the right way, how we make our way back to Allah Ta'ala, you know, the best way to go back to Allah Ta'ala, inshallah. So that now your instructors are there to guide you, they help you, they train you, they show you the right way of doing things. They know we know that we make mistakes, but there's always things we can fix it up by. So now what our job as instructor is to interpret the rules for you, translate them so you can understand it better. Now the rules are there, but the way we teach you how to turn, these are we are interpreting the rules, how to do it nicely, how to do it safely. We are polishing you, we are showing you how to drive so that you are a safety for yourself and safety for others. We are showing you how to keep an eye on the other hazard, how to keep a margin for others' mistakes. So like the Quran, once you know the Iqra rules, once you've covered all the Iqra sets, the Nurani Qaida, all the rules, when the teacher opens up any book, any page of the Quran, you should be able to read it. Yeah, you might hesitate a little bit. Yeah, because, you know, once you read a few times, it just becomes easy on the tongue. So there's just like that. Once you practice a few times, it just becomes easier and easier. The more you practice, it becomes easier. But any part of any Quran page your teacher opens, you should be able to read because you've done the work already. You've done the homework. You've practiced so many times. Just like that, you know, once you understand your rules, road markings, road signs, you understand the traffic conditions because you've done so much practice with your instructor, but especially with the supervisor at home, you've gone so far and wide, you know, wherever you're going, you're driving, because we want you to get that exposure. The more exposure you have, the different environments you go through, it will make you the better person. So follow your regulations, try, you know, inshallah, your instructors are telling you the right thing to do and the way to do it. And always, if you are not sure, you can always change the instructor and get guidance from the other one, and that's when you will understand whether the first instructor is giving you the right, showing you the proper way or not. Yeah, but the main thing is for you to understand, for the day of the test, it's nothing to be scared about. Yes, you will be nervous, yes, you will be anxious, but as long as you've done the correct practice, the meaningful practice, if you understand the road markings, road signs, and the traffic conditions, then you will not have any problems. Okay, inshallah. So you know, coming back to the Quran, more or less, there's quite a few different places it is said that the signs of Allah are everywhere. Okay, where? Yeah, it says the signs of Allah are everywhere for those who look, for those who ponder, for those who contemplate, for those of understanding. So that's the same thing when you're driving. You know, when I did my course back in 1998, and my facilitator, he used to say to us, the learners are blind. They cannot see it. You need to tell them each and everything. Okay, and it is so true. You know, when we are teaching, and most instructors will agree with me, the sign will be staring them right in the face and they won't even see it, right in front of their eyes. What's the speed limit? And they'll be looking around and the sign is right there. And it's so obvious. So what you need to do is understand that every time you look, register everything that you see. And you should be able to see in a second. but that will come after. But before that, you are going to be told what to look at. Look at there, look at there, look at there, look at the road markings, look at the road sign, predict what might happen, anticipate what could happen, and always leave a margin for someone's mistakes. Always think some crazy dude is around you, yeah, do it or do that, you know. But really, really important, road marking, road signs, traffic condition, yeah. Understanding your limits, understanding your car, really, really important. So once you understand that, then come test day, even if you have not been in that street, you know, a quick look, you will understand what rule applies. Stop means stop, okay? Give way means give way. Make sure you understand the difference, okay? I've seen, you know, clients come for the test, they think they're going to stop, they don't stop, yeah. Oh, my husband said that when there's no one there, you can go. You only stop when someone's there. And on a giveaway and a roundabout, they tell, oh, you stop. But it's a giveaway. Giveaway means if no one's there, look around and keep going. Stop means stop. No question, just stop. Follow the rules properly. Follow, you know, it's a commandment. Commandment is to stop. That's it, you stop. You don't go. Really, really important. Understand the difference. So, you know, read the rules, road marking, road signs, traffic conditions, know your surrounding, what's around, and do that anticipation. And if you're following that, like the Iqra, step by step, no need to rush, but you need to make sure you are strong with the rules and your observations. Then everything else will be easy, inshallah ta'ala. I hope you liked the video, and I hope that whatever we do, you know, just think about what you're doing and why you're doing it. Okay, and I hope you find this video beneficial, and share it, comment it, and if you like me to do anything, any specific thing that you want me to cover, please mention it in the comment section, and I will do my best. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.